What up, guys? Slash Bash One here with basically an overview of my trophy truck. Um, my current version, which I realize I haven't posted a video about, so here it is, I guess. This is version 4 of my trophy truck build. This one is pretty much completely different from the very first version. In tons of different ways. I'll start with the front. Slash tool drive front, RPM bumper, ProTrack arms, long rear shocks in the front. Modified the arms for longer travel to run those, so I get a lot of travel in the front. SCTE firm springs. This truck is really heavy when it's fully loaded. Aluminum caster blocks. Those are a couple years old. Custom made turnbuckles. Rustler top deck. Slash tool drive bulkhead. And I have a slash 4x4 steering bell crank. Stock 2075 servo. I want to get an upgrade because this thing again is really heavy. It needs a better steering servo to turn these wheels, so it cogs sometimes. Yeah, this is a totally custom chassis. As you can see, I cut this out of 1/8 inch thick sheet metal. I don't remember what type. It was like 5052 or something like that. 3031, I don't know. With a jigsaw and a Sharpie, drilled it with DeWalt drill. This right here, Traxxas TQI in there. I'm running SCTE custom. It's mounted sideways. It's a motor mount for the SCTE. It usually would sit down and lay flat, but the motor's up here, so it's centered. I might make a video going over that sometime. I had Cyclone XC weld a piece in right here for me, so the drive shaft can connect. That's the main part. These are hot racing shocks. I got 120 millimeter for the AX10, Axial AX10, SCX10, Wraith, all that stuff. They work really well. I'm still trying to set up the whole shocks, everything. The tuning is really a big deal in these trucks, and it's pretty hard to get right with the availability of the springs we have. These are trailing arms, custom made for me by Bashmaster X. About 6 inches, 6 inches from eye to eye. They work really well. Check them out if you want some trailing arms for your build. This is the axle I'm running. This is a RC 4-wheel drive centered Wraith axle housing. And I got the all the other extra Wraith parts in there. This has worked pretty well for me. I'd rather have the hardcore axle, as everybody knows, but this is what's available right now, so that's what I had to use. The top links I just made these actually a couple days ago. These are straight. The ones I had before were bent. They didn't look very well. They didn't look very good. And these ones should be way stronger. They're heavier and way beefier than the other ones. And I can actually get more articulation from them. Before the other ones they didn't stretch very far to the sides. So there's rubbing going on with the rod end and the axle housing. I got these little limit straps I made these aren't exactly functional. Well, they kind of are. They work a little bit, um, but they look scale. Yeah, that's most of my rear end. I have these wheels back here. Um, I help balance out the weight. I still need to make a couple aluminum pieces back here because it's pretty unbalanced right now. It looks okay, but like the rear end sits kind of high. And usually I run mud guards in here. I need to remake those actually because I narrowed my chassis yesterday, and those add quite a bit of weight. Also, usually since this truck is solid axle in my rear, it gets pretty bad torque twist. So I sometimes I would have sway bars on right here, axial Wraith front sway bars. Pretty much the sway bar arm itself is the only piece I use. I have a custom little link I made to fit there, and then had to fabricate a actual bar to go across. Problem is I haven't found a bar that's like narrow enough, but that'll also fit inside the arm. It won't be too stiff or too loose to work as a good sway bar. Yeah, that's most of it. I put this carbon fiber wrap on over all the aluminum a little while ago. You know, it looked pretty cool. It's getting all torn up now. Here I had to trim this off because this was getting nasty, and I had to cut this part. Still need to fix that. It looks pretty bad. Oh yeah, drive shaft I'm running is a /4x4 drive shaft with both of these outdrive parts on both ends. So that works pretty well. Running trenchers, Bowline trenchers, tires. These work really nice for the dirt. And I took them out to the desert. They worked really well. The truck really hauled. It was amazing. I want to get some RC four-wheel drive Dune XTs though. They look so scale. They look really cool. Go check those out if you have a build. They're really scale, and I think they top a build off like this really nice. Yeah. Body I run Proline Chevy something or other Pro 2. I meant to get the 09 Chevy, but I wasn't careful enough looking. This one works well. I like it, I guess. But the 09 looks really cool. It's got sharper angles and everything. It looks nice. This one was the first body I ever painted up myself, so should have experience when I'm painting the other one I get soon. Yeah, it's V4 chassis build. Always a work in progress. It's a huge challenge. Most people can't understand like how many hours are put in this. Like, if I were to count it up somehow, I probably wouldn't even believe it. Like, it's such a challenge to make one of these. Like, you have to take it just to like get into parts, fab things, and then you think it's working well, something goes wrong, or you have to trim apart, fix the thing. It's so much work. It's unbelievable, but like that's half of the hobby for me. Just working on this thing and then getting it to work well on dirt and everything is pretty important too. But it's okay. It should be most important, but this is what I think about most, like getting it to look nice. And but yeah, that's V4. Stay tuned for more updates because there will be more. Getting a new power system hopefully for Christmas. Stay tuned for that. My Valeni needs it. isn't working well for me anymore. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned. Thanks. Bye.